Today in Gulf Times, we have the honor to have engineer Nasser Hassan Al Ansari. He's not just an expert in public policy and economic development, but he is one of Qatar's leader businessmen, and not only here, but in the region. Thank you so much, engineer, for being with us. From your perspective as a leading businessman, how would you say this coming back to normalcy after some recent regional developments has been here in Qatar?
Well, in Qatar, we first thank God, for everything that we went through here in Qatar. I think because the government is well prepared to face such a situation. Even during the incident, things were normal. People were driving on the roads. Some people, left the malls as families. They were kind of concerned because it's the first time they ever experienced such an incident. But the next day, everything was normal. Everyone was back to work. Some schools were open, and actually, because of summer holidays, schools were closed. But everything was as normal as business as usual, and this is due to the resilience of the Qatari people and the expatriate community that we have here, the high state security that is provided to everyone in the country, and the well planning of the government to face such an incident.
What steps has the private sector taken in Qatar to reassure the supply chain and resilience during this time of regional uncertainty?
I do believe through our learning curve from previous different incidents, political incidents, the government and the private sector has secured a proper supply chain from various resources in the country. Plus, we have one of the mega airports in Qatar. We have a very well-established port, Hamad Port, Hamad Airport. We have a huge storage facilities. We've been through the last more than 10 years. We have been preparing ourselves for various scenarios that might happen in the region. This region is very highly exposed politically, and anything can happen during in the upcoming years, and so therefore we have prepared ourselves through a proper agreements with different suppliers from different parts of the world for different components, different commodities, that we made sure that it will be available and we will be sustainable for a long time. Even we built a huge water reservoirs and tanks to secure our water supply, storage facilities for all different commodities that we will need. As I told you, we had experienced some difficulties in the past years, and we went through them, and no one in the country, as citizen or expatriate, has even felt there is something is happening.
It's true. Do you feel that Qatar's infrastructure and partnerships have proven strong enough to ensure business continuity and consumers' confidence?
I do believe it's not just the infrastructure, government foreign policy that played a big role, to strengthen the country's infrastructure and to strengthen the country's economy. Our foreign policy, our international mediation, Qatar has played a big role to be the transparent, honest mediator between all these conflicted countries together. And we still continue to be a major player to create peace among different parties in this Middle East. And this has well positioned us among other countries to support. And the infrastructure was part of it, but I do believe the wisdom of our leadership, His Highness the Emir Sheikh Tamim, in dealing with international files, that help a lot Qatar to go through a lot of difficult times, and we were there for everyone, and everyone was there for us.
Yes, it's true. Thank you again for everything, and see you again in Gulf Times.